peacefully in the street to live in freedom and dignity. But the Syrian regime is with the brutality against every individual citizen who demands his right. People are kidnapped, tortured, and killed every day in order to remain the regime in power. Even children, teenagers, and women are not spared by the regime. They are beaten, humiliated, and whipped. Some of them even died while being tortured, such as the 18-year-old girl Zainab al-Husni, who was arrested instead of her hidden brother Muhammad Husni, raped and dismembered, submitted to her parents. Her body had been discovered by accident last week in a mortuary while her parents were searching for the body of their son, said the human rights organization Amnesty International on Friday. The girl was decapitated, her arms were cut off, and her skin was removed, including the 18-year-old woman and her brother Muhammad al-Husni. At least 103 people have died in police custody since the beginning of the uprisings. Let me also remind you of the 15-year-old orphan named Muhammad Sami Abdul Halim Abazid from Daraa, who has already been sitting in jail for more than 200 days because he had contributed to the initial revolt in March. He had only written on the wall that he wants to overthrow the regime. For this reason, he is isolated from the outside world. Nobody knows anything about the orphan. It's feared that he is subjected to constant torture. I sometimes wonder what happens to the prisoners in Syria. What do they eat? How do they feel? How can they stand it? Children need to be near their parents, not in custody. It's incredible how brutal the regime is going against its own people. It's sad that the world does not sufficiently put pressure against Assad's regime. We must not stand by while people in Syria, especially the children, are being robbed the future. I appeal the international community to stand up for Syria and especially for this orphan.